Good afternoon, Floss Tube. It's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Wednesday. It is the 3rd of February, which is Reese's birthday. So happy first birthday, Reese. That is my granddaughter. And this is Chart of the Day video number 102. Welcome. How are you today? I'm good. The sun is shining. It's a little breezy. It's the warmest it's going to be for a while. Winter is definitely on its way. Like we haven't had real cold weather yet, but it's coming. This weekend is supposed to be kind of brutal. So we're going to call today a great day. Absolutely fantastic. How are you? Good, I hope. Hope you're getting lots of stitching done. I have a lot to talk about today if I can remember it all. I should learn to take better notes, but I'm just not a good note taker. So we'll try and stumble through this as best we can. I'm going to start with old business first. The question of the day from the last Chart of the Day video was hot dogs. Do you eat them and what do you like on them? And there were very few, no, I don't like hot dog responses. Most people like hot dogs. Most people eat hot dogs. Most of you like stuff on your hot dogs. I had to laugh out loud at one comment that was made about something about it had to do with vegetables, and the commenter came right out and said, "You wouldn't like it, Julie," and it made me laugh. Because no, I wouldn't. Why would you ruin a perfectly good hot dog with vegetables? So, no. So thank you for answering that question. A couple of you had the same experience with hot dogs where you got sick after eating them. At least one of you has not ever eaten a hot dog since, which is very sad. You should try them. Let's see. Another person asked about what flosses were used in the Teresa Baird Antrim's Folly chart that I held up on my phone. And just in case, anyone else is wondering, it calls for a crap ton. You heard it here, crap ton of floss. But she does give you, I think she uses the Belsois. Well, it was formerly Belsois. It's Classic Colorworks Silks now. But she also gives an NPI conversion and a DMC conversion. So it can be whatever you want. Teresa's awesome. She's done that for everyone. So that answers that question. Another person asked, you all kind of universally really liked that Fiber on a Whim fabric, the cocoa, with the flosses that I had chosen. And so I'm just going to tell you right now what they are. If you need it in writing, you can send me an email and I'll email the list to you. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you what they are. Prairie Grass, Classic Colorworks Prairie Grass. Gentle Arts Amethyst. Weeks Dye Works Molasses. Classic Colorworks Pine Needles, Classic Colorworks Cocoa Bean, and Classic Colorworks Bunny Honey. So those were the colors I held up on that cocoa fabric from Fiber on a Whim. I only have cocoa in 36 count. I think that covers all the questions that I had. Yes, I think. Then, and I don't know if this is how you pronounce your name, Bronte, or not. It's Bronte. I would pronounce it Bronte, but I could be wrong. When I alluded to starting a rumor about purple aliens landing in my neighborhood, she made a comment about the seedy. I should write a story about the seedy underbelly of, and I can't remember what she said now. writing a story, and I actually have written a story about the seedy underbelly of my Christmas village, which is a regular Peyton place. And I wrote the story. Do you remember when the swine flu was a thing? I actually wrote the story during that period of time in history. And so there is a very long story regarding the villagers and the antics that they get up to. The last chapter that I wrote on this story, two of the characters were getting busy behind they were in the winery, and they were behind a couple barrels of wine, and they were getting busy and knocked the wine barrels over. One of them broke open, and there was a dead body in it. So you weren't far off the truth with me writing about the seedy underbelly, only it's about the village and not about what you were talking about. So anyway, that is all the old business, I think. New business would be, chart of the day for today is called Winter Blooms from Scissortail. It is a $10 chart. You do get the three little projects. Oops. They're not large. One is 66 by 74, one is 39 by 41, and the other is 41 by 46. Most of the threads are DMC. There's one overdyed for the words here is an overdyed. And I thought since winter was coming, well, technically, I had another chart. I was going to feature, but it sold out today because apparently there was a Zoom session going on somewhere in the world, and Roxy was on it. Roxy's one of my customers, and she had just picked hers up yesterday. And she was showing people on the Zoom, and so they called and they ordered it, and I'm now out. So I had to switch gears really fast and pick another chart. So I thought since winter is actually going to hit here, that we would go ahead and do Winter Blooms for the chart of the day today. The colors look like this. There's not very many of them. Now, these letters look way darker than this. So I did pull, if you want your letters darker, I pulled blue suede, which I think would be closer to what that picture looks like. Just an FYI. This is the called for fabric, except for it calls for Lugana, and this is actually linen because I don't have ice blue, but it's 28 count ice blue. This is linen, calls for Lugana. And that's what the colors look like on there, which is fine, but it's a little too much blue for me. So I have a few other choices for you. This is Murtaugh, 32 count. Murtaugh is kind of a gray blue. It's got little bits of kind of beige in there, and I think it tones the blue down a little bit and allows the colors to sing a little louder than they did on the ice blue. And that darker blue would be good on there too. So that would be an option for you. If you want to go more neutral, this is a 28 count Lugana. Picture this plus fawn. and it would be pretty on there. Hold, please. It didn't go away. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, where were we? We were on fawn for a neutral look. And again, the darker blue would be fine on there. Then I found, this is a 14 count Ada. The color is Morning Dew. And I kind of really like it on this color. There's only one problem. This one may or may not show up. So I think if it were me, I would darken it. That is 503, and I think I would just darken it to 502. And then there wouldn't be any issue at all. There's that one, and last but not least, and I hesitate to show this because I have so little of it left, is Crystal Arctic from Picture This Plus, which has the nice pretty sparkle in it. And it's green and purpley blue, and I probably have enough for one or maybe all three of the pillows, but I can't guarantee it. I can't remember. Did I say it's 32 count? 32 count. But I really like that too. So there is your chart of the day for today. I hope you enjoyed that. So, question of the day today. If you could choose another hobby other than cross stitch to either learn or to be better at, what would it be? I know how to quilt. I have quilted, but I really kind of suck at it because I can't stitch a straight line to save my soul. I would love to be able to, but I just can't. So for me, it would be quilting. I would love to master the art of the quilt. But I was just curious what tatting, lace making, and it could be any hobby. It doesn't have to be a needlework hobby. It could be tennis. It could be bowling. It could be just whatever you would like it to be. What would it be? Just curious. So that's probably all I have related to stitching. Everyone in the family is doing well. Like I said, it's Reese's first birthday today. Dan and I wish we could be there for that, but we can't. Everyone else in the family is doing well. Addie went to preschool open house on Sunday. They're trying to get her into St. Columkill for preschool. And so we babysat Emma. And Dan and Emma painted. They took the paints down to normally they paint at the kitchen table, but Emma wanted to paint in the craft room so that she could see all the Barbies while she was painting. So that's what they did. And I finished my cleaning. And Amy and Emily are doing well. Melanie and family are doing as well as they ever do. She still hasn't gone and gotten her MRI, and she doesn't intend to until after COVID is over, so she probably will never get it. And yeah, I'm irritated with her. She knows it. That is about, Dan is doing fine. He's been building quite a few things. Abby asked him to make a little riser, heart-shaped riser, so he's been working on that. He needs about another day out in the garage. He's got one more leg to turn, and then he's got to put it together. But as I said, the weather's going to turn pretty brutal, and the garage is not heated, so I don't know. I don't know if he'll get to it or not. We tried to go to the Brass Armadillo on Sunday. No. Yes. We were going to go Sunday evening because we couldn't go first thing in the morning. Usually if we're going to go, we would go right at 9 o'clock and get in and get out before people get there. But because we had a babysit, we didn't go. So the plan was then to go at 5 o'clock, which according to the website is a slow period. But I'll be darned if that place wasn't busy the entire day. So we didn't end up going. And I think Sunday it's going to be, I probably won't want to go out because it's going to be so cold. So, but he's been busy working in the, we were going to get yardsticks, so he can make some more of the boxes and the little Ort containers. But that's going to have to wait because it's probably going to be too cold in the garage anyway. So, that's pretty much all I have. I've been stitching on the band sampler, so I'm over halfway done. I have 1 and a partial of the verse bands left, and then I have 2 decorative bands left. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I've been sticking to it pretty good. I didn't get to stitch much last night because Remy decided that my lap was where she wanted to be. So, and she gets disturbed if I stitch while she's sitting in my lap. So I let her be last night because Dan was teaching, and she was upset because he was downstairs. So, and then I've been working on my 25/7 challenge. I'm a little irritated with my phone because we have to take a picture after each day's stitching, and my phone lost a picture somewhere. So I'm going to be short a picture this week. And then I've worked on a couple other things, just a little bit here and there, just to get a little progress. So I did have a new start. The chart I was going to feature today, I started kind of as a belated birthday start. So I started it Saturday, I think. Saturday. It's this one, which is called And All the Blackbirds Singing. It's from Brenda Keys. So that was the one I was gonna show today, but it's all gone, so I can't, and it'll be a while before I order. Shipping is very expensive, so it'll be a while until I order again. That's about it. That's all I got. I hope you're all doing well. Get some stitching done. I will see you next time. Bye.